They always get the best grades. They have a wide social circle. They're awesome in sport, and to top it off, they're also attractive. You know what I'm talking about. In this video, I'll teach you how to become that person. In this video, I'll teach you how to become that student. Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Out to Above. And if you're somebody who's trying to level up in life, whether they be in school or your general health, well then, you're in the right place. First thing about that student is they get good grades. How do you get good grades? Subscribe to Out to Above. How do you actually get good grades? Well, I have an entire channel dedicated to how students can get good grades, so do go check it out. But I'll even give you guys some tips inside of this video, so don't worry, your homeboy How to Buff got you. How do you get good grades in order so that you can become that student? Getting good grades is actually super easy. Super easy. Once you understand the knowledge gain formula. Knowledge gained equals time studied times intensity squared. I break this down in previous videos, so I'll even break it down now. Time studied equals knowledge gained equals time studied times intensity squared. Time studied is just the amount of time that you study, how long you study for. Simple enough. Intensity squared means intensity multiplied by intensity. There are two intensities. The first one is how you study, the method that you use to study. The one that I recommend and the best studying method out there is active recall. So when you actively recall papers and exams and questions, whatever, then the knowledge sticks much. Then the information glues to your brain much easier than if you were to do passive reading or passive studying. The other intensity is focus, how focused you are while studying. The elimination of distraction, that's what focus is. Focus is just the elimination of distractions. So the less distractions you have, the more focused you are. Be more focused, guys. Just get rid of your phone, get rid of your PC. Do not have noisy things around you so that you can be focused on the paper in front of you so that you can actually absorb the knowledge like a sponge. Then you'll see that, okay, now you'll gain more knowledge. Also grasp Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law. A task fills the time allocated to completing that task. Meaning that if you give yourself a week to mow the grass, it'll take you a week to mow the grass. But if you give yourself a day to mow the lawn, then it'll only take a day to mow the lawn. Lawn and grass is the same thing, by the way, guys, just so that you guys might know. There might have been somebody out there was confused, like, wait, grass, lawn? What the above I'm talking about? So yeah, now you guys know grass, lawn, same thing. So if you just grasp that, the knowledge gain formula, knowledge gained equals time studied times intensity squared, then you'll have it easy in school, like easy. And if even then it's not easy, then do go check out my other videos on this channel. Like I have it's weird. I have an entire channel dedicated to teaching you how to get good grades. So if you go check that out and subscribe, if you subscribe and you go check all of those things out, you'll see that now it is actually kind of super easy. So yeah, the first thing about how to become that student is to get good grades. The second aspect about being that student is your social life. That student has a bunch of friends or a bunch of people around him. Now, you don't have to be a social butterfly to be just like that person, because unfortunately, not everybody's gonna want to be your friend. Now, I'll get to that later. Don't cry. I'll get to why that is a good thing later. But just know that the people that want to be your friends, who, in terms of they can't say they don't know you, but they want to be your friend. In terms of they have so much in common with you that it's actually criminal that you guys aren't friends. They also want to talk about, nerd stuff. You look like you talk about nerd stuff. They also want to talk about, How to Above made this video. Did you see that one episode ago? They just have so much in common with you that they want to be friends with you without even knowing who you are. What your job to do is to go find that person. Now, don't put up posters and like I'm looking for a friend search. Instead, I'll get to this point. Instead, advertise yourself. Like, be more social, be free to talk to people. Of course, if you're introvert, I'm not gonna get into the debate of whether introversy is a good thing or a bad thing, but come on, like nobody likes being an introvert. I was an introvert at one point, and I can tell you from experience, it's not nice being an introvert. Now, somebody who's a conformed introvert, I'm now an extrovert. So guys, I'm on the other side of the fence, and I can tell you guys, it's way more fun on this side of the fence than it was on the other side of the fence. Being one-sided to yourself, just sitting there like reading a book maybe. It's much more fun when you're able to discuss topics with friends rather than just thinking about them in your head, with that voice in your head. I know it. I was an introvert, so don't try to lie. I know that one voice in your head that you talk to that you talk with every day, as though he's a like a real person. Like, hey, how it goes with you? Oh, no, it goes fine with me. How goes it with you? Now I'm fine. What did you get up to today? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean asking yourself, what did I get up to today? It's way more fun when you have people in your life to share experiences with. Way more fun. Now, of course, I'm not trying to shame anybody who's an introvert. I'm just telling you that maybe it's about time you step out of your bubble. And it might be uncomfortable, like it will certainly be uncomfortable. But I promise you, as somebody who was on that side of the fence and who is now on the other side of the fence, the grass is greener on this side. The grass is greener here. So get a wide social circle, like friends, not people, friends. Get yourself a lot of friends. Maybe not like an entire school be your friends, but just a close tight knit of people that nah, they got my back. Like how to above, I'll be your first friend. How to above, first friend unlocked. Now you just gotta go get the other 7 or other 8, and unfortunately I won't be able to come with you because I will give you the info on how to get friends. You just gotta apply the info. That's it. So that's point number 2: how to become that student. Have a wide social circle. Third, sports and extracurriculars. Those are the activities or clubs you take part in outside of school. Now, of course, we go to school, to study, get books, get accepted to Harvard. But there are also those sports or those clubs that you hear about. You never take an interest in them. You just hear about them. Hey, you heard about chess club? What? There are also those clubs that are super interesting, that are also a part of school in your school life. When you join a club or you join like a team of sorts, that also helps in the previous point of building a social life. When you're inside of a club, then there are multiple people there. You're able to socialize with them much easier because now they have the same interests as you. You like chess, they also like chess, and now, friends, friends, yeah. But how do you actually pick a sport or an extracurricular activity to partake in? That's a you problem. That's something that you gotta figure out for yourself. I don't know what sports or other activities that you guys have at your school. Maybe, I don't know, maybe polo club, or polo with the horses, not polo as in the swimming, polo with the horses. Then then yeah, go join that club if you find it interesting. That's the thing about finding the club to stick with. If it's interesting, then you'll naturally gravitate towards it and you'll naturally stay. Even if you don't make friends there, you'll see like, nah, I was here with the intention to make friends. I didn't make friends, but I'm gonna stay here because I actually like chess, so now I'm gonna stay here. So that's why I want you to find a club that you're interested in instead of a club that I just push you towards. I was about to push all of you guys to go play soccer. I was about to do, hey, go play soccer. That's just because that I pushed myself to go play soccer. It's not that I like love soccer. It's just that I like soccer enough that I wanted to go play soccer. I'm not gonna push anybody towards it, but if you wanted a how to above recommendation, it's that soccer and chess. Those are the only clubs that I actually partake in. So yeah, those are ones I have experience in, and they're nice sports and or hobbies. So if you don't have your own, then maybe just go check those guys out and experiment a little bit. If you went to a club, you don't like it, that doesn't mean the clubs aren't for you. That just means that club wasn't for you. So okay, this club wasn't nice. Go find another club. Go try something different, and I promise you will find that one club that just sticks. The fourth step and how to above being himself again is mindset. That student, you may not believe it, that student looks in the mirror and they once looked in the mirror and they told themselves, you know what, I'm not good enough. Now when they wake up and look in the mirror, they think like, man, I'm too good. Like I have too much. I gotta give some away. That's the type of attitude you gotta have when you want to become that student. You have to be somebody who thinks that, nah, I am in abundance. Of course, not be egotistical about it. Don't be arrogant and think that, nah, I'm like the greatest ever to ever live. But just think to yourself that, nah, I am worthy of that is in my life. Anything that enters my life, I am worthy of it and I'm grateful for it. I'm gonna try and push gratitude onto you younglings. So yeah, this is a whole gratitude video. Be grateful for those things that are in your life and those things that are about to enter your life. When you get onto clubs, you get onto making friends, you'll find people that come into your life, find like things that just come into life, and I want you to accept them with an open heart and think that, wow, like imagine me who was an introvert like not too long ago, and I just like took How to Above's advice lightly. I just wanted, let me just do it just so I can get the guy off my back. Then you just went and did it. Now I have like 2-3 friends. I'm all right in chess. I made the club. I made the chess team. So we're gonna go play nationals or whatever. Be grateful for that, and think of yourself that these things that are in my life, I am worthy of them, and I am grateful for them, and I wish for even more of them. Then more will gravitate towards you. If you have an abundance mindset, like you longing for abundance, then abundance will come. Don't get this confused with not being satisfied or not being grateful. That's the difference between gratefulness and satisfaction. Be grateful, just not satisfied. Or a better word for satisfaction is contempt. Don't be contempt. I said don't be complacent, like this is good enough. Think that I am grateful for what I have, but I wouldn't mind having more. I am super happy for what I have now, but it wouldn't be a bad thing if more came into my life. If more came. So have that ego when you walk around. Think of yourself as I actually am that guy. I actually am that student already. I didn't need this video from How to Above. I know I am that student because you are. You may not know it yet, and I promise I'm not invoking your ego in any way. I'm just trying to tell you this. Every person has the potential to be that student. Every one of us. Let me tell this right now in case nobody's ever told you this before. You are already that student. You just gotta prove it to the rest of us. Thanks so much for sticking to the end of the video. If you find the content at all educational, do leave a like in the video, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.